suddenly, and then down. And before his eyes tracked at ground level again, he was in the midst of a terrible panic attack, which caused him to just immediately turn purple.
Finding balance. It's what we all search for in our own and unique way. An equilibrium, the even distribution of our lives in the midst of daily routine. But for some, this balance gets rapidly thrown off and spun out of control. The feeling of uncertainty kicks in, a heart-pounding moment that can feel endless. Anxiety. There are 5 major types of anxiety disorders, and they've been with us for thousands of years. But we are witnessing light shed on this human condition like never before.
My mind saying something's wrong, and logically knowing there's nothing wrong, but my body responds anyway, and now we're in a full-on panic attack, logically knowing that nothing's going on, I'm safe, I'm calm, I'm in a quiet place, but your body's already there.
The statistics on the prevalence of anxiety disorders are truly staggering. We estimate that 1 in 3 individuals will have an anxiety disorder before they even reach adulthood.
There's a significant link between anxiety and depression.
There is a connection between what's going on physically and then how you feel emotionally.
But what is it exactly that creates our anxiety? And what can be done about it?
Anxiety disorders are actually the most common mental health problems across the entire lifespan. They start early in life, in childhood, and can be chronic and lifelong problems. At any given time point, probably about somewhere between 1 in 5 and 1 in 10 will have a serious anxiety disorder, and 1 in 3 at some point during their development and life. Anxiety problems don't usually tend to just go away on their own. And that's unfortunate because it means that some advice that some people will give, like, it's just a phase, don't worry about it, everyone goes through that sometimes, which sounds like good advice, may actually not be the most helpful advice.
People think that anxiety, like, oh, I have anxiety today. But we're talking about an official diagnosis, which looks like an inability to function when the anxiety or the panic attacks come up. In the words of some of my favorite clients, it feels like I'm going down on a roller coaster.
Anxiety disorders are nothing new. In fact, it's a piece of our instinctual response as humans.
So fight or flight goes back to days with saber-toothed tigers, and we had this natural built-in instinct in our bodies to react. So if we had we're a caveman and we have a club and we're gonna fight off the saber-toothed tiger from stealing our child, as opposed to flight. We're gonna flee, we're gonna run and hide. We do still have that same instinct in us.
So the fight or flight reaction is a response to kind of being in the wild, so to speak. But there are times in our society when the fight or flight is helpful for us. If there is a car coming, if there's something scary happening, that is helpful.
So right now, if we have a situation that we perceive as dangerous or scary or uncomfortable, we have those same reactions in ourselves. So we have that instinct to either run away, to react and fight back.
What happens sometimes with folks with anxiety is that fight or flight mode is always on. And so it exhausts their whole body system because they're always in that awareness. And that's what makes it so difficult to kind of manage, because your body's constantly in that state.
For children, it can be not wanting to go to school. So it's your child who has a tummy ache, and that could be because there's stuff going on at school. It could be because they have a test coming up. As you get older, there's a lot of peer pressure in school, and it's a challenge to face that each day. And in adults, we have folks who have trouble going to work each day, have trouble getting out of bed, social anxiety and being able to interact with their peers, their colleagues, to go on interviews, that sort of thing.